everybody. And Kaveri, thank you so much for having me on this first edition of Indulge. And I think this is what this first edition should really be about, is indulging yourself.
Yeah.
I take the lockdown to be a blessing in disguise.
Right.
Because I meet people practically every day. When I speak to them about skin and hair care, there is only one sentence I hear from them, and that is, we don't have the time.
Right.
So now you have all the time in the world to indulge, pamper, discipline, and look after your skin and hair.
Right.
And first, as you said, we have certain issues because we're stuck with things like this, which is hand sanitizer, having 70% of alcohol, which dries out the hands, as well as regularly washing the hands.
Right.
So you need oils on your skin which are going to be ripped completely.
Right.
I'm going to show you a very simple real home ingredient which we have in breakfast every day, which is oats. So you just need to take about 1 spoon of oats, and I've put it into a bowl, into a simple glass bowl, and I am going to add a little bit of water to this. Oats are something which are softening. In fact, you'll find oatmeal and oats to be in a lot of softening creams. So when you start reading labels, especially of products which are into Ayurveda, you can mix in milk also. So I'm just mixing this. I don't know whether you can see it, but it's just becoming like one thick paste. And you take it at the hands after washing your hands with, a hand wash or a soap. You just rub these oats and leave them for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to leave these oats on my hand. This can also be used on your face, because I know a lot of us who do not have house helps, Kaveri, are now cleaning, sweeping, swabbing. So their skins are like subject to dust and grime all the time.
Right.
And the weather changing, we're into spring.
Yeah.
So, the skin can feel very leathery and dry and lackluster. So leave this oatmeal until it dries, and then just rinse your hands with water after 5 minutes.
Right.
And you will find that you don't even need to use a moisturizer or a cream, because your hands or your face becomes super soft in just 5 minutes.
Interesting.
So it's a very simple thing, and something which can be imbibed. But then again, like what Kavita has also been talking to us, that what we are propagating is nothing new. It's not a rocket science.
Right.
Look at skin, cooking slowly, cooking healthy. These are all things which our great-grandmothers, our grandmothers used to imbibe into their daily lifestyles.
Right.
And people have been talking about slow cooking. They've been talking about, meditating, doing yoga, drinking water, looking after the skin and hair. It's just like brushing your teeth. So we as adults tell our children when they're growing up to brush their teeth every day. But how many of us tell them to clean their skin?
Yeah.
None of us.
Yeah.
So when you meet somebody for the first time, you don't look into their mouth. The first thing that you see is this.
Yeah.
And it's never looked after in our growing years. It's just wash your face and, come and study or go and, go and have food.
Yeah.
So now I've actually rubbed it off because my hand was dry and I don't have a tap. And I can tell you that there is a marked difference between both my hands. I mean, this is feeling like really baby soft. So this is, I should say, a lockdown tip, which any of you can do. And if you don't have oats in the house, you can pick up barley. You can have jaw. So jaw also will have the same result. And I think disciplining, because I have a whole team of therapists who work with me. So pampering for me has never been very difficult. But I've come to realize that you can do very simple things yourself. And because we're cooking, all these ingredients are available for you in the kitchen. So if you are a person who suffers from something like open pores, are you going to go and make a fancy mask? No, you have a very simple ingredient here, which is high on vitamin C. It's excellent for the skin, and tomatoes are slightly acidic in nature. So all you do is you cut the tomato in half and you rub it onto your skin. you start rubbing it, especially on areas which have open pores, which means the nose, the cheeks, the chin, and the forehead. And you let it dry completely. Wash your face with cold water, and you will find that your open pores will start shrinking slowly over a period of time.
Then there's one more question from Chidatmika Khatua. Tips for pimples for oily skin, especially now in Odisha being very hot. What do I do for oily skin, for pimples on oily skin? That's a question.
First and foremost, follow Kavita's advice. Drink at least 10 glasses of water every
Right.
day
Right.
because acne and pimples again start from within.
Right.
So you need to flush out your toxins. There's only two ways to do it. One is to drink water so that you flush out toxins through urine.
Yeah.
The second way is to exercise because it helps increase blood circulation.
Right.
Besides this, at home, you can make a very simple wash with about 5 tablespoons of multani mitti, fuller's earth, to which you can add the paste of 2 teaspoons of neem leaves. So you just grind it in a mixie or you can do it on a silbata. Add 2 teaspoons of fresh neem paste and 1 teaspoon of camphor. When you have mixed these ingredients, take a teaspoon at a time, add rose water and just wash your face with this. You can leave it on as a mask and you will find slowly the oiliness in your skin will reduce. And besides this, because camphor and neem both are antibacterial, they will also help reduce your acne and pimples. So there you have a very simple remedy.
Wonderful. I think that, lots more questions for you. I'll take one more and then we'll go on to Megha. Lots of questions of hair fall again. So I think we can club them together. One on hair fall and one on dandruff. So let's look at both.
On hair fall and the second on?
Dandruff.
All right, so let's tackle dandruff first, because dandruff again is an internal problem. Much as many people think that using just a anti-dandruff shampoo is going to solve it, it's not.
Right.
So the internal causes for dandruff, let me just tell you, it can be a prolonged illness. It can be lack of taking adequate water. It could be an inadequate balanced diet. It could be depression. It could be lack of exercise. It could be lack of a proper hair care routine. Right. So if these are any of your causes, you need to change. You need to eat healthier. You need to drink more water. If you have been suffering from an illness, then you need to take vitamin supplements and add lots of fruit and vegetables to your diet so that your body immunity improves and your hair also becomes healthy, especially protein. So dairy, eggs, meat and fish, these are things which you need to take more. To kill the dandruff in the hair, you need to use a combination of 2 things which I think work very well. One is massage your hair with pure coconut oil. Follow it by applying the juice of 1 full lemon. So you don't need to put the oil on all your hair. Just massage the scalp and apply the juice of 1 lemon for half an hour. If you have a microwave oven in the house, wet a towel, put the towel into the microwave for about 3 minutes and use it as a turban. So you have turban therapy. So it's basically creating your own spa in the house.
Wonderful.
We have everything available to us. So let's make the most of it. Do this twice a week along with eating healthy, drinking water, and you will see that within the next 2 weeks or until the 30th of April, your dandruff will disappear, and I promise you that.
And I think the last question, Suparna, from
as for hair fall, so dandruff also causes hair fall. So if you have dandruff, first treat your dandruff and then treat your hair fall. For hair fall, again, it can be an unbalanced diet. All of us are tending to have a lot of comfort food. So what we need to do is we need to add much more raw foods into our diet, like more salads, have lots of fruit, have high fiber so that your metabolism increases, and oil your hair. Almond oil is excellent. It has high contents of vitamin E. If you don't have almond oil, and if you can get your hands onto a good quality Mahabringraj oil, that is the best.
Which
But I'm
one?
going to tell you, Mahabringraj.
Okay, right.
Bringraj herb is one of the best. It's known as the king of hair, of herbs for the hair. So Brahmi again is very good. So if you have a Brahmi oil or a Mahabringraj oil, if you have neither, I'll give you a recipe for a hair mask, which is again very simple. 2 teaspoons of shikakai powder, 2 teaspoons of amla powder, and 2 teaspoons of Trikha powder. Mix these with 1 egg and a little bit of milk and apply it to your hair for about 45 minutes and shampoo your hair after this, and always condition the hair. You know, we are subjected to so much of pollution, dirt and grime that it's important that you condition Amla, Rita, Shikakai, because again, we are all in quarantine and lockdown.
Yeah.
Please just use the following things. 2 eggs whipped up very well. Add the juice of 1 lemon.
Right.
And if you can, mix 2 fruits. 1 banana mashed, or you can actually puree it into a blender. Add to this mixture of egg and lemon. On from the scalp to the ends of your hair, rub your hair with a shower cap, leave it for about 45 minutes and shampoo your hair, and you back, you will have much more healthier hair naturally.
Thank you so much, Suparna. This has really been very, I think we can go on, but we'll have to call an end to that. We also have Megha waiting. Thank you so much, Suparna.